Hi YouTube, so this is Candice with Counseling Minus the Board. So today I want to do narcissistic personality disorder. So narcissistic personality disorder, I'm reading from the DSM-5. It's let me show you my handy dandy, just my small book really quickly. I don't have my binder today. So it's a persuasive pattern of grandiosity, which is a fantasy or behavior, need for admiration, lack of empathy, beginning by early adulthood and present in a variety of contexts, is indicated by 5 or more of the following. And the 5 or more qualifies as has a grandiose sense of self-importance, which is exaggerates achievements and talents, expects to be recognized as superior without actually having this level of achievement. Is preoccupied with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or idea of love. Believes that he or she is special and unique and can only be understood or should be associated with a special or high status people. Requires excessive admiration, has a sense of entitlement, unreasonable expectations of especially favorable treatment or automatic compliance with his or her expectations. Is interpersonally exploitative, so it takes advantage of others to achieve his or her own needs. Lacks empathy, is often envious of others or believes that others are envious of him or her. Shows arrogant behaviors and attitudes. So this is a list that kind of categorizes to a person who may exhibit this behavior, well, this disorder. So a narcissistic personality disorder is a personality disorder, and basically it's all about them. It's all about them. It's not about others. It's not about how others feel about the situation. It's about always being the hero in every story. It looks like being arrogant. It's believing. So it's one thing to have confidence, but it's being arrogant to the point that you are special, you are better, and that you are associated with these so-called high-class events, places, or people. So it's a lot into one personality disorder. This can be seen with, I'll say, leadership positions. We have a few people that may come to mind with this disorder. So it's really something I've been seeing because I am a YouTube subscriber and I do have my people that I follow. So I do see videos about this, and I also see videos about how to heal after being a victim of a narcissistic person. I encourage you that if you are a victim and you do feel like you have had someone in your life that's been narcissistic and kind of and you have damage and impairment due to having that involvement, there are plenty of videos on here that goes into how to be resilient, how to process it, how to recognize it, how to identify. So we did the DSM classification for this, but there are other videos that will go into that as well. So like I said, it's considered a personality disorder. So what I wanted to do was briefly just kind of go over some of the like broad general treatments as far for this disorder, as far as treatment goes. So stabilizing moods, preventing relapse, improving coping mechanisms, relationships, career, overall adjustment, establishing consistent and a healthy lifestyle. Of course, I'm reading, I'm sorry. Motivation, independence, optimism, intuition. Okay, so we can do CBT, of course, irrational beliefs. So this person will have a lot of irrational beliefs. So they're thinking that they're superior, that they're associated with these high events and people and places. They're thinking that they don't have any type of empathy for others. So there are right there at least 3 irrational beliefs that you can kind of target right there and identify, and go ahead to do the CBT to alternate their thinking, which changes their behavior. So CBT is one. You want to do education about the B disorder. A lot of people, when they do have a mental health illness, they are not in agreement at first, but educating and as well as just working on the goals to, you know, get better and treatment and progression as well. What else? You want to do family therapy, possible marital therapy. Like I said, there are a lot of interactive YouTube videos on here for the victims who, if you feel like you've been in any involvement with someone who is narcissistic, and also, of course, individual therapy for that person as well. So you want to develop some coping skills, develop some social skills, teaching you how to interact with others. That would be appropriate as well. Teaching you some empathy. I do believe it can be taught. I do believe it can be taught. So just teaching empathy, just like as we are taught in childhood to love and to nurture and to just be aware of others as well. So I do believe that. Prognosis for these disorders, mood disorder, personality disorders, can be good. So the outcome can be good with treatment, with each episode, fair for a complete remission. So fair for it being treated and to be gone. And then relapse is common. So this video was really briefly, it was really quick. It's just about narcissistic behaviors. I'll just say from my experience, I do have someone that I do that comes to mind when I think of this behavior. And for me, it's just the always being a hero in every story, having everything going back to them in the story, having, I want to say, a lack of empathy, but there is a lack thereof of empathy displayed, as well as what else? Let's go back. I'm sorry. Believes other people are envious of them. Takes advantage of others. Has this sense of entitlement in a sense. Yeah, believe they're unique and special. So definitely I have someone that comes to mind. I always try to relate this back to everyday life, or I make this more interactive. Like I said, this is YouTube, so I try to self-disclose as well. I'm just going to end this video here, and then I'm going to go ahead and work on the next video, which is antisocial. I keep saying it wrong, guys. Antisocial personality disorder, as I promised from the last video. So yeah, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Please feel free to comment below, but please, I did notice in one of my videos that YouTube did reach out and say that be respectful. So I don't know what was said in the comments, but please be respectful. Please be confidential. So it's okay to do examples and things, but be mindful that everyone can see it, and we just need to be confidential of what we're saying, because number one, I am a mandated reporter, meaning if you say you want to harm yourself or others, that'll be my duty to report it. And then two, as well as just being respectful. of yourself and others, and not putting anything that can be misinterpreted, or it can be hateful, or that can be bashing, okay? So see you next time. Thanks for being on a journey of love, growth, and healing with Counseling minus the bull, and I'm leaving. See you next video, guys.